everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into Carol's Daily Sauce. I'm coming with a story for you guys, a wonderful story of a really talented young lady by the name of Sha Carri Richardson. If you do not know Sha Carri Richardson, I would suggest that you Google her. She is known as America's fastest woman. Sha Carri just recently won a 100-meter race with a time of 10.86 seconds, not minutes, 10.86 seconds. Very fast. A week before qualifying for the 2021 Summer Olympics, Sha Carri was notified by a reporter that her biological mother was dead, had died. And this, of course, came after a race. So I'm sure all of us can agree we don't know what we would do if that were to happen with us. We don't know what type of emotional state we would be in, because we would be happy about winning a race, but then finding out about some very painful information regarding a loved one. Reporters are ridiculous, because where was his couth to notify a young lady about her mother passing away after she had all this wonderful information with winning the race? I don't know how he felt like it was his right to do that, but reporters have no couth. Anyway, Sha Carri handled it very good. She always amazes my husband and I, because she's only 21, but the way that she handles situations that are placed upon her with grace is just amazing. Let me tell you guys a little bit about her. She is a college student. She went to school and did run in track. Some might call her very flashy, too flashy. They don't understand why she looks the way she looks. Every time she races, she has brightly colored hair and these extremely long, colorful fingernails. Now, initially I was like, okay, why is this lady running with orange hair? A couple of times I've seen her with green hair, with blue hair, with pink hair, and I didn't really understand. It's to each his own. She could wear whatever she wants on her body. She could wear whatever color fingernails she wants to go and race in. I'm amazed because her fingernails are claws. Y'all, they're really long. Always really pretty. A little too flashy for me, but she's 21. Anyway, she's noticed not only because of her time in racing, but also the colorful wigs that she wears or weaves that she wears and the colorful fingernails. Now, let me tell you something about her. She stands out because of that. You know who she is, whether the race starts and someone is ahead of her, she always zooms past them. Y'all, this woman runs like a stallion. Anyway, she did win a race in June. And at that time, she noted that she had a girlfriend. She also mentioned the LGBTQ community, and she made it known that she was in a relationship with a woman when she shouted out her girlfriend after her win, as I said, in June of 2021. Now, let me tell you a little bit about her. Long story short, this young lady is very fast. Me and my husband love to see her run. She runs straight up, but it's like a science to how she runs. You know how they bend down and then that the fire of the gun goes off and then they hitch up. You can see all the other women getting their stance on, and then once they take off, their head is up. Sha Carri's head does not go up until she has her speed. You have to watch her and you'll see what we mean. She's just amazing. She is the fastest runner that I have ever seen. Wilma Rudolph, Florence Joyner, I believe. And these are women that she looked up to. in her years training to become as fast as she is. She had a dream of becoming a runner in the Olympics in the United States very, very young. At a very, very young age, she had a dream. Sha Carri did mention that her orange hair, which is what you see her with a lot of times, symbolizes her running on fire, as her girlfriend actually gave her that when she picked the wig out. She said, you know, if you wore this when you race, they would be saying that she's running on fire. Sha Carri recently, unfortunately, failed a drug test, and it was a marijuana drug test. I'm not sure if they were checking for steroids. They probably were because she's so fast, but she failed the test and recently was suspended for 1 month. Okay. Now, this news was all over the internet, was all over the television. She had a lot of different interviews with reporters. But the thing that I really, really liked about Sha Carri is that she took responsibility for her failing the drug test. But she did mention that her smoking the marijuana was a way in which she was able to cope with the death of her mother. Now, remember, I told you nobody in her family told her about her mother passing away, her biological mother. Now, Sha Carri was raised by her grandmother, so her mother didn't raise her. That still does not mean that she didn't have feelings for her mother. Sha Carri mentioned that when she found out, the way she found out that her mother had passed away, that it was a trigger for her. It kind of helped her to, the marijuana usage kind of helped her to deal with what she had learned. Okay? I quote what Sha Carri said. She said, "It sent me into a state of emotional panic." Now you listen to me when I say this. This is a 21-year-old Black woman who has just won a race. All the cameras are in her face. All the cameras are in her face. Everybody wants to talk to her. Everybody wants a piece of Sha Carri Richardson. But we have this other reporter who slaps the mic in her face and then tells her that her mother has passed away. This is uncouth. That wasn't even his right to do that. Now, I will say this, and I'm sure you guys will agree. Death is not something easy for anybody to deal with. I have never met a person that says, "Oh, we just had another death. Praise God." No, death is hurtful. Death is a loss. People need to be more compassionate. Whether you are a reporter or not, that doesn't give you the right or the opportunity to expose someone. And I personally, in my opinion, feel like the reason that he did that is he wanted to get that graphic hurt. He wanted to it almost was like he wanted to shame her after her win. I doubt very seriously if it was a Caucasian woman who had lost their mother, their father or something, that he would have done that. That was just uncalled for. That was very ruthless. To make a long story short, she ended up smoking marijuana and was suspended and has been suspended for 1 month. Now, I believe I read that she will be able to run after the 1 month suspension, which is a good thing because that would be some talent wasted. Kind of, sort of. I guess it just depends on how you look at it. Because I told my husband, if they in fact suspended her and just said you cannot run in the Olympics, all they're doing, it would be hard for Sha Carri to accept, I'm sure, but all they would be doing was helping her to be more of a beast next year. You know what I'm saying? There are so many other Olympians or those that are going to be Olympians or seeking to be Olympians, I guess I should say, who have failed tests. And for one reason or another, they got out of it. I mean, look at this, you guys. Remember years ago, some of you may remember it, some of you may not. I believe her name was, she was a white or Caucasian ice figure skater. Her name was Tanya Harding. I think it was Tanya Harding. And she attacked her competition. I can't remember her name, and I'll probably put it on the screen. They made a movie and everything about it. I want to say it happened in the 80s. She literally attacked her competition and hit her with a tool that you use to take the tires off of cars. I can't remember the name of it right now. And guess what? I don't believe she got suspended. Okay. The lady's name is on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it right now. But let's just talk about something else that happened. Reel this right on back to Sha Carri, because that's who this video is about. I was just doing a comparison. It's really sad, though, I have to say this, that as African Americans, we are judged by the color of our skin. But if we cut an African American and we cut a Caucasian, the blood is still red. It may be a darker color of red depending on the blood type. It may be a thicker or a thinner, but the blood is still red. The heart is still constructed the same. The liver and the gallbladder are still the same. So when we get so caught up into looking at the color of skin, it shows how ignorant we truly are. I hate to be that blunt, but that's just the realness of it. You know, I love my Black people. I love my culture. I love us. And what has happened because of the hate that the world has consumed and just thrown at us, it causes us to be a certain kind of people until you invite the Lord Jesus Christ in your life. Now let's just go ahead and talk about Sha Carri again. Long story short, Sha Carri has been training and training and training and training and doing what she does best, hunty. Out of the blue comes an endorsement. And she's already talented. Her net worth, I believe right now, is well over 100,000. So we'll say 100,000 plus. Probably more money she's ever seen in her life. Dr.Dabber, which is a vaping THC company. If any of you guys don't know what THC is a component that is used in the making of the now legalized drug in most states, marijuana. This is the drug that Sha Carri was suspended for smoking the marijuana. Dr.Dabber is a very well-known company that makes vapes in which you can smoke the marijuana through a, what is that thing called? A vaping, and I guess it's like oil. And they also have dab rings. What they have proposed, what they have invited Sha Carri Richardson to do is, if she were to become what they called a resident doctor for their brand, Dr.Dabber, she could stand to gain $250,000 for taking this endorsement deal. What she would be doing, as I said before, is testing dab rings and vapor pens and anything THC. She would be seen as a resident doctor for the vape brand. Now, let me tell you why she shouldn't do this. The $250,000 looks good to me. So I'm quite sure it looks wonderful to her at 21 years old. But baby, everything that glitters ain't gold. And all money ain't good money. Should Sha Carri say, nope, I'll pass on that, I renege on that, nope, not interested, and she go to the Olympics and win, that $250,000 ain't gonna be nothing compared to what she will get in endorsements by simply running in the Olympics. Now, hopefully, her lawyers, her family members, and those who love her are telling her not to do it, because it is just a direct result of what people do to sabotage you or to allow you to self-sabotage. Now, I'm not saying this only because she is African American. If this were another person, Caucasian, Hispanic, American, whatever nationality, if they were in the same position as Sha Carri Richardson, as far as having failed a drug test and being put on suspension for an entire month, they're just setting you up for further failure. Pass it up, boo. Because once you get in the Olympics with your fast running self, you're going to have so many endorsements, you ain't going to know what to do with yourself. So, y'all, I don't think she should do it. Please put in the comments what you think, how you feel about it. We might have to have a number 2, because baby, Sha Carri Richardson is my girl. They're also talking about whether or not she's transgender. Who cares? All we know is she's the fastest American woman runner right now. She is the bomb right now. She has failed the marijuana test. I say, so what? Okay. After she does her month suspension, test her again and allow the young lady to run. What they were doing, though, in my opinion, is they were testing her to see if she was taking steroids, because, steroids is an enhancement drug. Okay. They do it for football players. They've done it for boxers. They've done it for all those that do sports, specifically if you are excelling. The fact that she's excelling and black raised alarm for them. She couldn't just be fast on her own. Okay. Now, we are technically known to be fast in running. We're technically known to be really, really good in basketball. Now, that's not to say that other races are not good. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying our record stands true. We are very, very good in basketball and in running. So, Sha Carri, if you're listening to this, baby girl, don't take that endorsement offer. You will have so many other endorsement offers after your suspension. You will have so many other endorsement offers once you go to the Olympics. I wouldn't touch anything right now with THC, because that's all they want to do is get you wound up in the trap, and then you'll be completely kicked out of the Olympics and possibly may never be able to be involved in them again. Well, you guys, that's it. Go ahead and put your comments in the comment section. Let me know some other things that you might want me to follow up on. Let me know if you'd like to see a number 2. I had such a great time. I said that I'm going to get better in uploading these, whether they be audio or visual. I'm thinking about possibly doing a live on tomorrow. Today is Thursday, July the 15th. My birthday is on the 22nd, next Thursday. So if I don't do one tomorrow on July the 16th, I definitely will do one on the 22nd of July. I'm quite sure my husband and I will probably go out and eat. And I've got my little outfit and stuff. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to Carol's Daily Sauce. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click on that bell so that you're reminded of all of the videos I upload. Have a wonderful and blessed evening. I'll talk to you all real soon. Bye-bye.